How you doing, family? How you doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. As you know, Brother Malcolm told us about brothers and sisters that will come across our radar like this. And these are the ones that tend to sympathize with our abusers. Brother Malcolm warned us of these kind of black people. He said they will look like us, talk like us, walk like us, but they're not us. And this is a true fact. Now, this young man from the Penn TV, I guess he's just now getting started. The first time I heard of him. But I guess he thinks he knows a lot. So he wants to critique people like Dr. Richie. Now, let me tell you something. You have to be very, very good to critique this brother. Even though I don't agree with him, because if you look, I've made 2 videos disagreeing with Dr. Richie from Undisputed myself. But at the same time, I'm not here to underestimate that this brother is very intelligent and very, very educated on politics. That's one thing I do know. Now, we're just going to get to it. Since this brother wants to critique everybody like he's a young intellectual, let's see how smart he is. So let's critique the critiquer, right? He wants to critique, then I'm going to come back behind him and I'm going to critique him. Since he want to use other people's videos, I'm going to use his. You know what I'm saying? As you point the finger, remember, there's 10 fingers pointed back. Let's go.
Welcome to the bullpen. In the bullpen today, I have a conservative radio talk personality, TV host, extreme conservative, and he's proud of it. Pastor Jesse Lee Peterson, founder and president of Bond, B-O-N-D, and host of JLP Show and The Fallen State. Pastor Peterson, good day. Welcome to Indisputable.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Sir, you all have a celebration coming up next month. Are you not the founder of White History Month, I think, which starts in July?
Yeah, we're going to be celebrating our 4th year of White History Month in July. And the reason that
I don't mean to stop the video, but look at Peterson's forehead. Do you see his forehead? Is it just me? Okay, let me get onto the video. I want to talk about the brother's forehead, but that forehead is bothering me right now. I'm sorry. I just had to say something. Let's go.
we started it in July is because if you notice, July just feels white.
Yeah.
You know, it's summertime, vacation time, relaxing time, reflecting time, and appreciating the greatest country on this side of heaven.
Gotcha.
And
He said the greatest country on this side of heaven. Okay. We have the highest crime. We have the highest divorce rates. Okay. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's see if this young brother right here really loves the truth like he claims to love the truth. Let's go.
so we are recognized.
It's crazy. I've been watching Jesse for about a couple weeks now, maybe, I don't know. But I've been watching him for a little. It hasn't been a minute, but y'all know I've been watching him. It's funny because
Oh no, you've been watching him. Not only is you watching him, you're trying to emulate Mr. Peterson. Okay, young Peterson. Okay, you're trying to emulate the brother. Come on, man, stop playing with me. You are studying this brother. Let's go.
I know why he did this. I know why he made or created or found whatever White History Month. It's because we don't give white people credit. Okay, we have a Black History Month. Like I said,
We don't give white people credit. Do this guy really honestly believe that we hate white people? Do this guy not know that we come from the most meek people in the world? I don't think this young man really knows that. He says that we don't respect white people. Ain't that something else? But he don't know that a lot of our ancestors fought beside him. He don't understand that that's a lie because we know a lot of them marched with Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying, on that great day. He don't understand that they also fought in the Civil War right next to us to free us from slavery. But he believes that we hate these people as if we don't understand what's really going on. People like this think that black people are slow. This young man thinks black people are slow, and he thinks he's smarter than us. Well, let's see how smart he is. Let's go.
Black people, they put their lives above everybody else's life, but all lives matter.
Now, did you hear what he just said? He said that we put our lives above all others. How? When we are the bottom of the totem pole. See, this is the game they play with us. This is what I tell people all the time. I say we either non-human or we superhuman. There's no in between for us. When they speak about the things we want, they say that we're trying to be better than. But when it comes to everyday life, they put us below zero. They treat us as non-humans. But when we ask for something, all of a sudden we went from non-humans to superhuman, to supermans, to superwomen. Just because we asked for a Black History Month, now we're trying to be special. Wow. You can't make this stuff up. Let's go.
But they put their lives above everybody else. They got Black History Month. They got they got a month for that. But we ain't got a White History Month. We ain't got a...
This lets you know the lack of education. He know you can look from Independence Day. So you telling me Independence Day is not a White History Month? You telling me the independence of white European Americans, which they named the Independent Day? So when we say Black History Month becomes our independence, but he's saying that there's no such thing as a White History Month. So you telling me that Independence Day is not a White History Month? The independence of white people? Just like the independence of black people became the Black History Month? Come on, let's go, man. The uneducation is unreal. Let's go.
Asian Month, Asian History Month. We ain't got none of that. But we definitely got a Black History Month. I want to add this also. Okay, so I'm editing, but I want to add this in there. I believe that every color, every skin color, whatever you want to call it, I believe that everybody has some type of history behind it. I don't believe that they're just...
Now, listen to what these sympathizers try to make it seem like. This is how they try to paint us into a picture. They try to use words like, I believe that everybody deserves love. I believe that everybody lives matter. As if we're over here. This just bothers me. As if we're over here only thinking that black lives matter. Sir, do you really think that's the way we think? Do you know that black people created civil rights for everybody else to have rights? Do you understand why the other minorities in this country have rights? Brother, do you understand that? Because of black people. Why do you think the Asian have rights? Do you remember back in the days they used to say whites only? Do you know what that means? Whites only can come in that restaurant. Only white people can use that restroom. Only white people could drink from that water fountain. Only white people can go into that restaurant. So when we fought in the civil rights, my young king, we fought for the Asians, the Latinos, and everybody. Don't try to separate us and try to make us look like we're a bunch of racist people and separatists over here. You're not going to do that. Not on my watch. Let's go.
Only Black History Month. I believe there's every type of history, but we only have one history month, and that's Black History Month.
So you telling me that nobody else, you don't have Cinco de Mayo? What is this guy talking about? He acting like we're the only one that have a month. No, we was the ones that didn't have a month, brother, for years. And now that we get one, everybody is crying about it. But you're not crying about Independence Day. You're not crying about Cinco de Mayo. You're not crying about the Chinese and Asian New Year's, which they have in my city all of the time, and I partake in that because I have a lot of Asian friends. You can't make this stuff up. The uneducation is too real. Let's go.
I believe it's history behind white people. I believe it's history behind Asians. I believe it's history behind everybody. Simple as that.
Duh. And you don't believe that we don't know that? Do you honestly believe that we don't understand that everybody has a history? But you're just upset because we are now highlighting ours? So we get a little bit of pride? And all of a sudden we arrogant? But when everybody else got their month and when everybody else got their holiday, Come on, brother. I don't understand that. Why is it only when we get something, everybody gets uncomfortable? You know why. Let's go.
But black people would never understand that, and they will always think that it's just black this and black that.
He said black people will never understand that. I told you, beware of the black people that think we're slow. Brother, we're not slow. Did you hear what he just said? That we just don't understand. We don't understand what, brother? Let's go.
That and black this. Man, this is ridiculous. But finish enjoying the video. Let go, let go. So I see why he done. I see why he did what he did. You know, it's like a joke, but it's like he's dead serious.
Do it feel good, brother? Because I know you might listen to this, but does it feel good to be critiqued? Since you like critiquing people, mentor intellectual. Come on, brother. I'll run circles around you. Let's go.
Because we don't give white people the credit. We don't give them no credit. And then I know black people, what credit do you give white people? You give them a lot of credit. You get them a lot of credit because not all white people point the fingers at black people when they know that they're in the wrong. When some white people know, I'm saying some, when some white people know that they're in the wrong, guess what they do? They point the fingers back at themselves.
Okay, family. So if you say some white people hold themselves accountable, then you have to say some of everybody else hold themselves accountable. Because you know ain't nobody perfect on this earth. That's why you tried to catch yourself. I watched you. You caught yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew you can't say that all white people hold themselves accountable. Because me and you know they don't. Just like all black people don't hold themselves accountable. So what is the use of even making this statement and even using this as a point in this argument? Let's go.
They don't say it's because of they don't say because I'm white. So they done this because I'm white. Oh, is it because I'm white? No. Every time you talk to a black person, guess what they say? Because I'm black. Because I'm black. They did this because I'm black.
He said every time you talk to a black person. So this is ridiculous. Now you know that would be impossible. For you to say every time you talk to a black person, every black person answers the same. As if we're monolithic. Like we just all think the same. Come on, brother. Listen to the ignorance in that's floating through the conversation itself. Just pay attention to it. That's the only thing you got to do, brother. Pay attention to what you are saying. Let's go.
They only killed him because he's black. Everything is because he's black. You see white people hold themselves accountable for their actions, but you don't see black people doing the same thing.
Wow. This guy, this is, I'm sorry, but this guy, I know I'm stopping the video too many times. We're going to let this brother go on, do what he got to do. We're going to let him dig his psychological and intellectual hole. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying that this is just ridiculous that they hold themselves accountable. Do you know how long we've been trying to get white America to hold themselves accountable? The whole conversation of our fight for the last 400 years has been trying to get these people to hold themselves accountable for the murders, the slaughter, the lynches, the killings, everything. You know what I'm saying? We have been trying to get these people to hold themselves accountable. But he's going to tell you that they always hold themselves accountable. Brother Malcolm warned us about these kind of brothers right here. Let's go.
I think it's important for people to know you're not a comedian. What you're saying, this is actually you. You do this. You're the founder of White History Month.
Yes.
You've also been very critical of Juneteenth. You have called it a fake holiday, but you want to make sure that everyone supports White History Month.
Absolutely.
I do want to have a policy discussion with you about the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act. I'm going to attempt to have that policy discussion with you. Do you agree or disagree with the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act?
I totally disagree because, as we all know, George Floyd was a black, unemployed drug addict with a criminal record.
So that justifies him being killed, right? So that makes it okay. So here we go. I guarantee you this young man claims to be a Christian. Now, Peterson most definitely claims to be a Christian. We're gonna turn it down a little bit because I'm gonna destroy these people intellectually. I don't have to yell. I'm just passionate, but I tell the truth when I do yell. So we're gonna break it down real slow, and we're going to show this guy what an intellectual giant looked like. Now, these brothers are on here nodding their heads and saying, yeah, he was a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Brother Floyd was a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? He was a thief. He was a criminal. But yet, the very Bible they read says, judge not, that ye be judged. So as Christians, as they claim to be Christians, they're not supposed to be judgmental, but yet they're judging. This brother Peterson most definitely called himself a Christian, a well devout Christian at that. But yet he's judging the brother Floyd. This young man agrees with him, and he's judging Floyd. But he will tell you out of his own mouth and out of his own heart that he's a Christian. I tell you, a lot of these people don't even believe what they read, nor do they practice it. Let's go.
Makes me so mad is that they literally idolize this man. They put this man above God. It's literally people. They make.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Young king, come on. They put him above God. Come on, brother. You know that black people are some God-loving people. We will never put anybody above God. You know better than that, brother. Come on, brother. Do you know who your people is? Where did you grow up at? Who is your parents? What is going on here? We put him above God? Come on, brother. Those are so you gotta understand there's life in the tongue. Okay? There's life and death in the tongue, brother. And you know that if you read the Bible. And what you just said, by accusing black people of putting George Floyd above God, brother, you know that was nothing but an attack. You picked up that knife and you stabbed it in our back when you said that. That was an actual attack, which you know is untrue, but you used it as a weapon against your own kind. Let's go, brother. You done messed up now. I'm on your heels. And believe me, I've been on a lot of people's hill. Ask Tommy when I was on his hill. Okay? And believe me, it's not about numbers, because I don't put the numbers up when I was serious back in the days. I'm just now getting back on YouTube. But I'm a music producer, and I'm getting very rich off of it. I've never been monetized. I don't care about being monetized. I never will monetize this channel. I don't care about YouTube money because, brother, I don't need it. I make plenty of money. Okay? Now, let's continue.
They made a whole statue of this man. They literally made a whole statue. How can you idolize somebody like that? Oh, I know why y'all did it. Because
Oh, so Europe can go around the world and put these giant statues of white Jesus all over the world. Matter of fact, I think the biggest one is in Brazil, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I know they have a couple in some African countries and different countries, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And but if we put up a statue of a black man, there's the issue. Do you know how many statues of white people are all around the world? Do you know how many statues of George Washington and different Confederate fighters, and you know what I'm saying? There's white men statues all over the world. We put up one, see, that's what I'm talking about. We put up one statue of a black man, and look what's going on. Look at the backlash. Our own kind. Brother, you have just met Nizzle the artist. I'm finna have some fun with you. Get your intellectual game up before you come in here and start striking with the giants. You know what I'm saying? Like Undisputed. You know what I mean? Before you do that, I think you better run back like a little cub and go drink some more milk before you come in dancing in the arena of the giants. Let's go.
First of all, I don't know what race the cops were. I don't know, but I'm gonna just say white, okay? But I don't know exactly what race they were. But I'm gonna just say because a white officer killed them, so they idolized this man because his death. Now I don't agree with the whole
Come on, brother. You knew what color they was. Stop the cap.
putting the knee on the neck, like all that. I don't agree with that, okay? And you know, long live.
Now you know you was wrong for that one, brother. Did you catch that? See, brother, don't claim to be a Christian. Don't claim to be righteous, brother, if you're gonna do stuff like that. Now, did you see how I let him rest in? He didn't even want to tell the brother rest in peace. What you want him to do? Rest in piss? He didn't even want to say farewell to that brother or wish him the best or hope that he's living and sleeping in peace. He says, well, we don't know where he went. So basically he's telling you he could have went to heaven or hell for all he cares. Let's go.
George Floyd. Okay, I don't want to say rest in peace. I don't know where he went. I don't know. I don't know how he truly lived his life, but from what his background was, I know it wasn't a life according to the will of God. So I'm not going to say he was in heaven. I'm not going to say he was in hell. I'm not going to disrespect the man.
You just disrespecting him by saying according to his life. You pass judgment, brother. Watch what you say, brother. Watch what you say. Because believe me, I'm going to break it down. Let's go.
But I'm just say long live him. Simple as that. But my whole thing is that they idolized this man to the top. They done beat the statue out of this man. They done did everything out of this man. Literally everything. Put his funeral on television, bro. This one's so viral. But they know.
And that bothered you? Because they put his funeral on TV. That bothered you? That honestly bothered. Come on, brother. Is we that petty? Are we going to be that petty, young king? Let's go.
Nobody cared about what his background was. Nobody cared about what his background was. He could rape the little girl. He could.
Oh my brother. Oh man. You gonna get this work, brother. I'm gonna have fun with you. I'm going to have fun with you. The Pen TV. Go check out his channel. Go check out his channel. Please go check out his channel. This is ridiculous, man. You can't make this stuff up.
He did something like that. And as long as he got killed by a white officer, guess what? They don't care. They push all that to the side.
He used the R word. So he gave you a visual of this brother R-ing somebody. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get clipped. But you know what the R word is, right? Sexual assault. Now, we know that this brother has never been arrested for sexual assault. So why would you throw that out there? Why would you put that on George Floyd? Why would you even indicate that he would be capable of sexually assaulting anybody? Brother, your heart ain't right. Let's go.
And they look at the fact that he got killed by a white officer. That's what they look at. They don't look at the background. They don't look at the history behind George Floyd.
Let's first of all, let's clear something up, sir. You really should be ashamed of yourself. You call yourself a Christian pastor. George Floyd is dead.
It's his fault.
He's dead because a cop killed him.
No, he's dead because
Did you see the giggles in his brother? Any black person that is subscribed to this brother, you got issues. And I'm going to tell you for one reason. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about having a heart. You don't laugh and you don't giggle when a man has lost his life. I don't care who you are. You don't laugh and giggle because there's nothing funny about that. I don't care who he was. I don't give a damn if he was Hitler. You don't laugh and sniggle when a man says it was a person's fault that he got killed. It doesn't make no difference. Come on now. But these are the brothers that call themselves Christians. Nah, brother, you don't even know the half. And we don't even want to go down that path of biblical scholarship because you wouldn't even last 5 minutes. Let's go.
I mean, the sarcasm, just everything about Jesse. I mean, the fact that he's just straightforward.
No, we ain't gotta love Jesse because Jesse ain't being a real Christian. Okay, let's go.
He don't take no bull. He's just straightforward, bro. Just straightforward. He said it's his fault.
Straight disrespectful. Let's go.
So it's his fault.
But the drug addict,
My question to you, and that's adverse to the evidence, by the way, what you just said. My question to you was about policy. So let me ask you, what in the policy of the George Floyd Policing Act do you disagree with?
the whole idea, what
Which
really need,
part of the policy, Jesse?
blaming the cops and no
Jesse,
responsibility
I'm
for the
asking
black.
you, what part of the policy is written? You can find it at congress.gov. What part of the policy, sir, do you disagree with? This is a simple question.
I disagree with the whole idea of a
You haven't read
policy.
the policy.
I,
You haven't even read the damn policy. Come
I
on,
don't
Jesse.
need to read it. I don't.
Now, how are you gonna critique something you haven't? How are you gonna critique something you haven't even read the policy, but you're gonna come to a conclusion? This lets you know the intellectual level of a Peterson. I mean, this guy right here is just ridiculous. It doesn't make no sense. How are you going to critique something and you haven't read it yourself? Anything could be in there, especially something that's very important that might get you to change how you view the whole situation. But you're not going to go in there and at least give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? To see if it can change your mind or if not, or if your mind might stay the same. Who knows? But at least you know that you went in there and you critiqued it justfully, because it's all about justice, right? You know what I mean? So what if I went into a courtroom and the judge said, you know what, I'm going to judge you and I ain't going to even look at your case? Wouldn't that be unjust? Well, come on, let's go.
This is what I don't like. Okay, the fact that this guy right here on the freaking right. I mean, he came on already disrespectful.
This is how you know when they're losing. See, this young man knows that Peterson is losing this debate. I watched the debate. He lost the debate. Now, do I take sides? No, there's some things I don't like about Peterson, and there's some things that I don't like about the brother from Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not going to make it look as if somebody's being aggressive. And don't you notice that every time we start to put our point across, they go to the aggressive word? See, this is when you know that this man right here has probably been listening to David Duke or watching some Couldnt Clans videos or something like that, because some of his talking points just give me that Clans vibe. You know what I'm saying? That we are being aggressive. See, every time we start to get the truth across, they go with the aggressive word. Pay attention.
Already just got so much anger built in him. So much anger. Why Jesse came on all calm and
So anger is not passion, and passion is not passion. So if I'm passionate about something that makes me angry, I don't understand that. So I guess you would say that Martin Luther King was one angry man, because believe me, he yelled a lot, and believe me, he was very aggressive with his message when it was needed. So you basically telling me that Martin Luther King was a very angry man? Then if that be the case, let's go.
just chill, relax. This guy came on just so hot. For what, bro? For what? Is it the fact that you can't accept the truth and that you're going to defend black people no matter what black people do to black people? You're going to defend them by all means because you're black. But guess what? I don't care what color of skin I am.
It had nothing to do with black people doing anything to black people. We're talking about the George Floyd Act, which the police officers knelt on his knee and killed the man, regardless of what color they are. It was an act of injustice. That's what, you know what I'm saying, the brother from Undisputed is talking about. But you saying black against black. Where did the black against black come in at? I don't understand, brother. You're confusing me. Let's go.
I don't care if I was white, Hispanic. I'm not going to defend another race when literally they put their race above every other race. Like it's not.
This is the argument I don't want to call the brother a coon. I really don't want to call him a coon because I'm trying to stop using that word. You know what I mean? Because everybody got a right to their opinion and everything, and I'm trying to keep it right there where everybody have a right to their opinion, just like everybody has a right to be critiqued, and everybody has the right to be crushed up under this real thing called truth. Now, you say that he doesn't care about what color anybody is. This is not about color, brother. This is about justice. And you're putting color. You have brought up color more than the two people in this video have rarely brought up the word white, Asian, Hispanic, or nothing like. And you notice who is the one that's infusing all of these different cultures inside of this conversation? The Penn TV. Let's go.
Not multiple. I'm not going to defend a race when all they talk about is racism and this and racist that and white privilege this and white privilege that, and how white people don't go through the same stuff as black people. Oh, I done heard a black person say that. Yeah. I'm not going to defend that. I'm not going to defend something that is false. I'm not going to defend people that only use opinion over facts. I'm not going to defend that. It's always going to be facts over opinion. And it seems like this guy can't understand that, and he can't.
Facts over opinions. First, you got to bring the facts, brother. You haven't brought no facts. What is the facts? You just say that. So basically, you're saying that black and white people experience is the same. That's basically what you're telling us. You're telling us that they suffer just as much as we suffer. That's what you're telling. If that be the case, then that seems kind of offset to me. What was all the marching for? What was all the marching in the '60s for? Well, why was the Black Panthers assembled? You know what I'm saying? Why did Malcolm X put his life on the line? You know what I'm saying? Why did Gaddafi lose his life? You know what I'm saying? For trying to help an African country. What does this entail? You know what I'm saying? Who is Marcus Garvey? You know what I'm saying? Do you know anything about the Garveyites? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you know? Do you know about Geronimo Pratt? Like, do you even know who the people that I'm talking about? Let's go.
Can't accept that. He can't accept that. He already came on hot. The man is already just mad for what, bro? He mad in this tight suit for to break out his suit.
Typical black racism, right? Black people are angry. Pay attention to this man's argument. Ain't this what white supremacy always tells us? You're just angry. You're just upset. Well, you wasn't the one that's been in chains and had your ancestors did. So we know why you're not angry, because you didn't go through what we go through. How could you not be angry? You know what I'm saying? If somebody robbed my house, took all of my goods, but they skipped over your house, how would I expect, or anybody would expect you to be upset as I am? You didn't lose nothing. I lost all my belongings in my house, but you didn't. But the guy that didn't lose nothing is going to walk over to the guy that lost everything in his house and say, why are you angry? You can't make this stuff up. Let's go. Intellectual giants. We in the building.
Because what I've noticed is that black people today, due to their lack of love, their lack of believing in God, they love evil more than they love good, right?
That's the reason why you don't read.
And so that's
the reason why you don't read.
Because we're written by no good black people.
Black people love them some God. Black people are some of the most religious people in the world, on the planet. And not only some of the most God-loving, God-fearing people in the world. We're some of the most God-fearing, loving, God-loving people in America. Have you ever been to a black church? You gonna tell me black people don't love God? Come on, brother. I'm not saying we in the best condition. I'm not saying that anybody in this country is in the best condition. You know what I'm saying? Probably especially with the rise of atheism and Satanism and everything that's rising up and everything, brother, everybody is messed up. How you gonna sit up and tell us that we don't love God and we love evil? To me, that's insane. Because we love evil, we would enslave people for 400 years. We have never enslaved nobody for 400 years. Brother, you get your facts right. And I will respect your facts when you put some facts on the table. The Penn TV. Let's go. Intellectual giants in the house.
Knowing what they're about. Black folks today, not all, but most have no sense of direction. They're blaming everybody but themselves.
Facts.
And until they take responsibility for their own lives, they are not going to get better. The
Now,
real
you
truth
blame-
is,
let me ask you,
George
sir.
Floyd
Bingo, 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 bingo.
Now, I have to turn around and agree when it's agreeable. Now, I can't disagree with everything. I agree that we need to take our own lives into our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with Peterson. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with the Penn DTV when it comes to that part right there. I agree with that. Because as a man, I love truth. Just like this young brother need to reflect on this video and recant some of the words he said that was untruth. Just like I can say when something is true. And I'm not going to say, okay, well, I'm not going to, I'm not going to agree with anything the Penn TV says. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to agree with what Peterson's saying, even if I know it's right. Yeah, we do need to be more accountable to ourselves for what we do, but everybody needs to do that. That is something that you can apply all the way around the board. Since we want to be multicultural, then let's say that about everybody. Everybody needs to become more responsible. The Asians, the Latinos, the whites, the Cubans, the Puerto Ricans. You can apply that sentiment to anybody and everybody. But I do agree that as black people, we need to do more, to ourselves, and spend more time, dealing with our own internal issues. Let's go.
Bro, it's common sense. It's literally common sense. But you know what? Everybody's going to fight that. Nobody's going to listen to that. Okay, nobody's going to listen to that. Everybody's going to go against that. No, it's this. It's the white man this. It's the white man that. They always blame stuff on the white man. But they never blame stuff on the black man. Okay, they never blame themselves. They don't. They don't.
That's a lie. Because there's brothers like me that talk about self-accountability all the time, brother. You need to go around YouTube. I know, well, we're both not old men, as you see. I keep on calling them young. That's kind of funny. But like I say, accountability for all races is needed. I get that and understand that. But when you're telling us that we don't never take accountability or we don't never address each other, that's just simply not true. You know what I'm saying? Simply it's not true. We do self-check each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can go to, if you don't believe me, I give you a good channel. Go to Cyanetta TV. If you want to see black people that's constantly checking each other, go to Cyanetta TV. Let's go.
Oh, it's the white man. Why? It's the white man's fault that you slept with another black man and that black man up and left when you got pregnant. Oh, that's the white man's fault. Oh, that's that fault. Okay, it's not your mistake. It's the white man's mistake. Oh, wait. I just thought about something.
Come on, young king. I have never heard a black woman accuse a white man on the reason why her boyfriend left her along with the children. I've never. You're just throwing it out there now, brother. Let's go.
It's the white man's fault. It's the white man's fault when something in your life don't go right. When a police officer kills another black person, it's always the white man this, the white people this, and the white people that. It's always that, but we never look at the history, the background of the person that got killed. We don't know what their history was. We don't know what they done did. We don't know anything. And half of the time, we don't even know the full story. We see half of a clip, and then we just go with it and say, oh, my God.
So now these are the people that want you to believe that videos are not facts. See how they try to spin this stuff? No, brother, videos are facts. See, so what you want to tell us, you want to pull the Jedi mind trick that what we see is not what we see. See, this is how they're getting away with a lot of these killings. They're saying, well, what you seen is not what you seen. No, we just seen a black man take off and you shot him in the back. We don't care, you know what I'm saying, why you did it. We only care to know that it's not the policy of the police department to be shooting people in the back. Why did you shoot the man when he was fleeing and he was running away from you? When did it become, and ironically is that, if you look back less than 10 years ago, there wasn't shooting black people in the back. This has been going on for the last 10 to 5 years. All of a sudden, they'll just shoot you in the back. And sometimes these officers will shoot you in the back and they don't even know your background, brother. So what you talking about? A lot of these officers that are arresting these guys never get a chance to even look into their background before they even make the decision of killing and gunning the black person down. You know what just happened? Your theory just got destroyed. The intellectual giants are in the house. Let's go.
Oh, that is racist. Seriously, bro. And
George Floyd and no one else.
That's a ridiculous point. But do you blame yourself for not reading the policy, or you blame somebody else?
Why should I read the policy when I already know the people?
You don't even know what's in the policy, do you?
I don't need to know. Don't want to know. I know the people who are writing it. They're no good.
Okay. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. This is.
He's saying the people that are writing it is no good, but he don't even know who's writing it. Come on, bro. I know you can't agree with that. You got to recant that, brother, because there's no way in the world. It's a whole lot of judgment going on for somebody that claims himself to be a Christian. Brother Peterson, let's go.
Probably going to end up being an utter waste of my time having you on the show. What are your thoughts about?
You don't know that. You may learn something.
We'll see, preacher. What is it about Black Lives Matter that you disagree with fundamentally?
Black Lives Matter was founded by a bunch of fat, black, radical lesbians.
Okay.
And who hate God.
Get this clown off my show. I appreciate you.
Who hate God, who hate the nuclear family.
Yeah. Listen, for those of
you know what's crazy?
Now, like I say, when the points are made, I bring it up. Now, I know the history of Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? And I know how it became and how it got hijacked by people with a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And I know the agenda behind it, and I know who now runs Black Lives Matter. And the reason why they don't go into Chicago, because they are funded by white supremacy, just like the NAACP was founded by white supremacy. Okay, just like BET was bought by white supremacy. So they like to get in and they like to control. But in the beginning, yes, these women were the ones that started Black Lives Matter. And at first it did have a cost, you know what I'm saying? But now it turned to something else, to financial stuff and stuff like that. Like I say, as the powers that be and the rich people came in and took it over, it has a different agenda. So if you ever see, you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter, and understand they're not being controlled by black people. Black people are no longer in control of Black Lives Matter. That's why you don't see Black Lives Matter in LA. You don't see them in New York. You don't see them in Chicago. You know why? Because those that fund it don't think it's necessary to do so. You know what I'm saying? So please don't blame black people for BLM when black people are no longer the people that is running BLM. Let's go.
Now, I'm a nice person. I would say all that. I'm not gonna lie. I would not have said all of that, Jesse. Okay. I wouldn't have said all that, but Jesse's just a straightforward guy. You can't get mad at him. He keep it a buck. He keep
it a buck. All right. He most definitely keep it a buck coon. That's what he be keeping it. Let's be real now. I don't disagree with everything he says, but he be doing some snow cooning, man. Let's keep it real now, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. We ain't gonna get talking about he know what he talking about over it, because he don't. First of all, he claims himself to be a Christian, but he is judging people. He's judging these women because they're lesbians. You know what I'm saying? He's judging these women because they're LGBTQ, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't agree with none of it. I will never support it. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see me out there marching for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to political parties, I'm not a Republican, nor am I a Democrat. I've never voted in my life, and I never will, because I understand, you know what I'm saying, what politics is. And it's a little bit deeper. I don't want to get into that. But no, I am very, very neutral. I'm a very neutral individual, but I am a pro-black individual. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I look at it. But I want this brother to know, how does it feel to be critiqued?